Have questions about your pets? Looking for your next forever friend? We've got you covered. This is Pet Connection with Energy 95.3. Now, here's Erik Fox.
A very beautiful Wednesday morning. What's going on? It's Erik Fox from Energy 95.3, joined with Nick from Kern County Animal Services on the other side of the screen, and our special guest today, Dazzle. How are you doing today, bud?
We are both doing awesome. Good to see you. Good morning, Erik.
You can't see it, but both Nick and my tails are also wagging, but you do see Dazzle's tail wagging right there on the screen. Let's talk about, before we get started here, about the Mega Pet Adoption event last weekend. How was it? I mean, I know a lot of people went out there. I heard from a lot of people that had a great time. How was the vibe out there?
It was really good. For those of you who aren't aware, Kern County put on a Mega Pet Adoption event in 2017, 2018, and 2019. We went on hiatus for a couple years, and this year was our first return to a Mega Pet Adoption event. You may ask what a Mega Pet Adoption event. It's kind of what it sounds. It's a very large pet adoption event that's off-site, not here at the county animal shelter. And we invite all of the local animal rescues and animal shelters that take in lost and homeless pets and put them up for adoption under one roof. Then we supplement those pet adoptions with some resources for pet owners for their own animals, just kind of make it a pet fair. So this was the first year we made an effort to put that on again. And all told, over 75 animals were adopted. A handful were fostered that day. This is last Sunday, or Sunday before last, sorry, November 6th. And we saw over 800 people from Kern County and beyond come out, walk through the gates, and take advantage of the resources that were offered. And it was a good day, and it was very successful in that we only had a handful of animals that came back with us. And I have one of those that came back with us, and that's Dazzle.
Let's go and jump right into it. You are the king of segues. You make my job a whole lot easier here, Nick. Let's talk about Dazzle, who's joined us today. I'll get my mug off the screen and get Dazzle some more screen time here.
Yeah,
okay, tell us about Dazzle.
She's being very vocal right now. And the reason she's being vocal, in my opinion, is we just pulled her out of a play group. So she was out having fun just a few minutes ago. She is a rock star in play group, and we call dogs rock stars in play groups that not only do well with other dogs, but they can influence good behavior in other dogs. And they encourage good behaviors in other dogs. And Dazzle is one of those dogs. So not only will she get along with other dogs in a household, but she's got the personality, and she's well behaved enough that she'll likely be a good complement to a dog, and maybe even temper another dog's anxiety or separation issues. And so she's just a well-rounded girl. She loves to play. She's incredibly high energy when she starts playing. She's about a year old. She's a mixed breed. She's a beautiful sort of brindle brown color, and she's just full of love. And as you saw, when she wants to get back out and have some fun, she'll start talking to you.
Well, it's a shame that Dazzle came back home from the Mega Pet Adoption event, but it's good to give her a new home. Let's get the information on the screen. Dazzle is who's our guest today, A117-1264. A rock star in the play group, but also if you have pets at home or even children, definitely a good addition as we head into the holiday season, right?
Yeah, like I said, she's a staff favorite. Everybody loves her. And she's, very useful in our environment too, because like we said, when we're trying to get other dogs to express their normal behaviors so that we can accurately examine their behaviors, that's where Dazzle comes in. She's able to get them to calm down sometimes and encourage natural behavior, which is immensely helpful to us. But even though she's a big help to us, we all want to see her get home. And she's just such a sweet girl. She's going to make somebody with probably an active lifestyle that has no problem with a high-energy dog. She's going to make that person's life complete. And her adoption fees are waived. She's been with us for over 30 days, so she's a fee-waived adoption.
And we talked about that. We also talked about just giving a chance to meet Dazzle. So if you want to come down and have a little time with Dazzle, how could people get involved with that?
Yeah, so they're going to come down to the Kern County Animal Shelter, 3951 Fruitvale Avenue. We're open 10 to 4, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Except for Wednesdays. Wednesdays we're open 2 p.m. until 7 p.m. Come down any one of those hours. Tell us you'd like to take a look at Dazzle, and we'll be able to help you out and maybe answer any questions about her as well.
Or, Dazzle will walk you through and say, hey, this dog's good. This dog's good. So maybe Dazzle could be your tour guide through the kennels too, right?
Yeah, and I guarantee you that she will kiss you as well. She's a kisser.
Aw. So I'm trying to find the transition. You made the perfect segue to talking about Dazzle. I don't know how to make the perfect segue to talk about our next topic, but that is we are just over a week away from Thanksgiving. The holiday season's hitting us already. It's crazy how fast this year's flown. But there are some things in which really to remember as, your house gets fuller, you get a lot more meals going on and that kind of thing. What do people really need to think about as the holidays are approaching?
Yeah, let me, before I answer that question, let me say that we would love to see Dazzle get a home before the holidays. There's your segue.
Dazzle agrees.
So yeah, it's something that we don't probably often think about, but the end of year holidays, Christmas, New Year's, any celebrations towards the end of the year, really. We often forget to think about our four-legged family members, especially how dangerous they can be sometimes. The typical, supplies and instruments of celebration sometimes can be hazardous or poisonous to pets, especially dogs. Things that you take for granted that are always around during celebrations, candy and chocolate, party favors. Sometimes we have during the holidays lights and those cords that can be chewed on. There's a lot of hazards that sometimes we don't think about, and especially if you happen to leave for a while and you just decorated your house, you got to keep in mind that sometimes your animals are going to get curious and they're going to get into those things, and if they could be disastrous to their health, we want to make sure that we take precautions. Things that we take for granted, like plants that you might have during the holidays, poinsettias and mistletoe and those types of things can be very poisonous to dogs, especially if ingested. So we always want to take special precautions during the holidays. Sometimes we forget, we have people coming over and we forget that we have furry four-legged family members that want to participate too, and sometimes they might not know what's good for them.
I think those are definitely things to remember. And below the screen is Dazzle. Dazzle just popped back up on the screen. Dazzle is our guest today here on Pet Connection. Let me get the information back on the screen. A117-1264, 1 year mixed breed female, spayed and ready to go home, feed weight adoption. I mean, there's no way that Dazzle shouldn't be able to get a home. So if you need a new family member in your life, or if you know someone who could use some extra love, Dazzle is definitely going to be a great addition just in time for the holidays for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. She's going to complete someone's life, like I was saying. I mean, we'll try to help make the right decision for the right family, but we guarantee you, she's just going to make your life complete.
Well, her tail is wagging, and it's wagging at you, saying, "Hey, come get me, come bring me home." Information back on the screen once again. A117-1264. Dazzle is our guest today. Nick, I always appreciate everything you guys do. I know you guys are crazy busy as you head into the holiday time. People want more information on what you guys are doing besides, our four-legged friends, maybe other things in the community. How do people connect with Kern County Animal Services?
The best way to do that is on our social media channels. We have a Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel. We have Twitter. We're even on TikTok. So I'm not a social media guy, but
Dazzle says go join us on TikTok.
Right? Each one of those social media channels has a handle. Search for Kern County Animal Services. We put some information up there, not only about our beautiful dogs that are available for adoption, but like you said, Eric, the services that we have for our community. And it's good to stay abreast of everything that we're doing is to follow us on our social media channels.
Well, let's go let Dazzle go play again, because she is a 1-year-old, which is a toddler. So toddlers want to play. So we'll go let Dazzle play once again. And Nick, will let you get back to work once again as well. Every other Wednesday, we are here right here, Facebook, YouTube, and all of our social channels as well, connecting up with the great team at Kern County Animal Services. My name is Erik Fox from Energy 95.3, and this has been another edition of your Pet Connection. We'll see you next time. Take care of yourself, my friend.